We're driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Leveraging over 140 million qualifications and preferences every day, Indeed's matching engine is constantly learning from your preferences, so the more you use Indeed, the better it gets. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/Blue Wire. Just go to Indeed.com/Blue Wire right now and support our show by saying that you heard about Indeed on this podcast. That's Indeed.com/Blue Wire. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
This is Greg Olson, here to tell you about my new podcast, TE1. On the show, I had a chance to talk to my fellow tight ends who have revolutionized the position from an extra lineman to a dual threat superstar. And just like my guests have changed the game, this year, NFLSundayTicket.tv is revolutionizing your NFL viewing experience. Stream all the live out-of-market NFL games every Sunday on your favorite devices and never miss a moment from your favorite players. Visit NFLSundayTicket.tv and use the promo code GREG88 at checkout and get 15% off your subscription. That's NFLSundayTicket.tv and the promo code GREG88. Subscribe to TE1 and get NFLSundayTicket.tv, an unmatched dual threat.
Back to another episode of the Golden Bearcast, where we run you through all of the Cal Golden Bears news you need to know about. Today's episode is brought to you by Thera1 CBD, NFL Sunday Ticket, and Bet Online, but we'll get to that later. We are starting off our player interview series here with arguably one of the Cal football fan favorites on the team right now, QB1 Chase Garbers. Chase, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. I talked to Cal football and asked if we could start this series. Did not expect QB1 to be my very first guest, so I'm a little bit nervous right now, but I think we can get through some of these fun questions here, and we can get started. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Awesome. I guess the first thing I got to ask you is, how are you guys, or how are you particularly, staying in shape through shelter in place, quarantine? I know this summer definitely threw a wrench into your normal setup of what you would do over the summer. So just take us through what that's been like over the last 3 to 6 months.
So right now, since about late June, we have a voluntary strength and conditioning workout. So we've been grinding away on that. But when we originally got sent home for the initial quarantine and shelter in place back in late March, May, and April, around that time, gyms were closed, so it wasn't really too much to do except, you had to either go buy gym equipment or, kind of make what you can, what you had at the house. So I kind of made my garage back home into a little weight room, and me and my brother, who's now a freshman at University of Washington, just kind of went at it in there for about 3 months until we got back to our respective schools.
I mean, just a follow-up to that. I mean, you talk about your brother. What's that been like, just knowing that he's going to be in the Pac-12, potentially, setting up a matchup between the two brothers?
It's exciting. Both being in the North Conference of the Pac-12, we play each other every year, and hopefully he could do what he does and win a job up there, and there'll be a Garbers versus Garbers battle either in Berkeley or in Seattle.
Yeah, that sounds intriguing from my perspective, just the storylines of seeing the Garbers battle. I I guess moving on, we talked to Coach Wilcox last week, and one of the questions I had was about Zoom fatigue and how much Zoom has changed pretty much everyone's lives across the world in terms of how they do work. How has that particularly changed when it comes to a football meeting room or team meetings when you use Zoom? And we'll go from there.
Yeah. I haven't really gotten Zoom fatigue yet. We start classes tomorrow, so probably, the next couple months that will kick in. But, Coach Wilcox has done a great job in our team meetings, keeping them, no more than 30 minutes and just trying to get to the point. And, if you have questions, you type it in the chat, so only one person's talking at a time. And as far as position meetings go, Coach Musgraves has made it very interactive, whether we're standing up and, showing footwork or going through our progressions on camera. Pretty fun. So, I'm used to being, in a meeting room type setting, looking at a board or a screen, and now I'm just, in my own room, whether I'm looking at, our 4 different other quarterbacks and Coach Musgrave through different screens. So, it's definitely different, but I think I've gotten used to it over these past couple months.
Yeah. I mean, talking about Coach Musgrave, you brand new quarterback coach, brand new offensive coordinator. You get, I think, 4 practices in, and then shelter in place hits. How's that changed how you get used to a new playbook? Getting in the mind of your quarterback coach and your offensive coordinator and what they expect you to do in certain situations and the playbook.
Yeah. Well, even just with those 4 practices, Coach Musgraves and I, and as the whole offense really connected well. And, after watching those 4 practices a bunch of times, I got a pretty good feel of what we're going to do as an offense. And, Coach Musgraves and I have stayed in contact, obviously, throughout this whole situation. And we've, installed most of the offense by now. And really just the only thing missing is those live reps that, you hope to get soon enough. And mental reps, obviously you're all over that, just being at home by yourself, whether, you're in your living room going through a play, or whether you're watching film on your iPad or your computer. So getting the mental reps dialed down and just kind of dissecting film, game after game, drive after drive, and just kind of seeing and talking to them of, what we want and what we're going to do.
Awesome. Let's veer away from that just a little bit, and let's just talk about some fun Cal stuff. I got some quick hitters for you. This is, I believe, you're going into your 4th year on campus, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
And so I think you're a vet around the city of Berkeley now. So let me ask you, what's your favorite part about the city of Berkeley?
Favorite part is definitely the food. Very diverse food, groupings, and coming from SoCal, there's not really a lot of diverse food options. And you come up to Berkeley, and boom, you're hit with a Thai restaurant here, a Mexican restaurant here, Italian, boom, just all these different types of food. And I think it's definitely, pretty exciting and fun.
What's your go-to place and your go-to order?
I'd say go-to place, like if I'm on campus after class, it's definitely IB's cheesesteaks. Go-to order there's a buffalo ranch cheesesteak with the side of popcorn chicken. And, the guys there are awesome. They really love Cal football, so it's really fun going there.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's definitely a good spot. Let's go on. Since we're talking about campus, let's talk about, do you have a favorite class or an interesting class that's memorable to you over your time here?
I've always been kind of into history, so I'd say most interesting was definitely a U.S. history class I took last fall. It was from the Civil War to World War II, and just kind of going in depth there. I've always kind of been, a war guy, and kind of found that type of history, intriguing to me. But definitely any of the business classes I've taken that's, applicable to, later on in life is also, pretty important and also intriguing to me.
From tight muscles, tough workouts, signs of aging, to simply making it through each busy day. Everyone understands what it feels like to be tense and sore, so everyone can benefit from TheraOne CBD products. Started by Dr. Jason Westerland, TheraBody exists to provide you with the best scientifically validated natural solutions to help soothe your body and relax your mind. It started with the revolutionary TheraGun percussive therapy device when Dr. Jason saw the benefits of using CBD in his treatments. He created TheraOne to bring you CBD products done right. A lot of CBD products claim organic, but still come up to 30% filler, and these fillers are potentially toxic. TheraOne tests their products 4 times before they get to you. Every product is a USDA certified organic, grown in the US, and their CBD extracts are the highest quality available anywhere. Use TheraOne's warming lotion in your morning routine, the cooling lotion or massage oil to recover, body balm for your targeted relief, and sleep tincture to drift into a deep night's sleep. And now through Labor Day, Monday, September 7th, TheraOne is offering our listeners a buy one, get one free for all TheraOne products. But you've got to go to theragun.com/bluewire. If you don't love what you get from TheraOne, send it back for a full refund within 30 days of your purchase. This is not something TheraGun is likely to do again, so buy one, get one free at theragun.com/bluewire, but only until Labor Day. Go right now to theragun.com/bluewire. Sundays are coming back in the NFL. With NFL Sunday Ticket.tv, you can stream every live out-of-market NFL game every Sunday afternoon on your favorite devices, plus Red Zone and DirecTV Fantasy Zone channels. Never miss your favorite teams and favorite players. No matter where you live, NFL Sunday Ticket.tv is your key to the most glorious Sundays ever. Use the promo code BLUEWIRE, that's BLUEWIRE, at checkout to get 15% off your subscription. Visit NFLSundayTicket.tv and use promo code BLUEWIRE. Awesome. I got to ask a little bit of a competitive question within that locker room there. I'm assuming you guys play a lot of video games. I know you guys, I've seen some of the clips of Madden. I think maybe some 2K in there as well. On the current roster right now, who is the best Madden player and who is the best 2K player?
Oh, on the current roster, well, with this whole pandemic, we haven't really had a bunch of time to go at each other like that. But definitely one of the better players at 2K and Madden, at least since I've been here, was Travion Beck. I know he's not on the roster right now, but
yeah,
that's definitely one of the most memorable guys. And actually, Coach Edwards from last year was pretty good at those games too.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome. On that note, a little bit, I mean, just to close out our conversation, I guess a couple theoretical questions here. For you, if you could have played any other sport outside of football, is there a sport you might have wanted to, pursue as you have football?
If I wasn't playing football, I'd probably pursue golf, and if I was tall enough, basketball.
Got it. Do you have any play style you would kind of want to model yourself after, either in golf or in basketball?
Golf's pretty unique, with everybody. Obviously, if you were going to model yourself, you'd say Tiger Woods, because, one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But basketball, I would probably, Giannis Antetokounmpo is pretty good. So is LeBron. So if you can kind of mix those two together, overall greatness and style of play is definitely, where I would want to be at.
Got it. So you're gonna have to grow out to be, 6'9" with a 7'3" wingspan, and then we'll work from there for the pro basketball thing.
Yeah, hopefully a couple more inches, and maybe we'll get there.
That's awesome. One last hypothetical here before I finish off with our final question is there any former Cal football player you've seen on tape or you've met that you thought maybe might be interesting if you had gotten to play with him?
Well, I would say Aaron Rodgers, but we both play the same position, so that'd be a little conflicting. But Marshawn Lynch, playing with him, I think would definitely be cool, especially that quarterback running back combination, and then Deshaun Jackson. Also, Cameron Jordan. I mean, he's a beast on defense, so that'd be pretty nice, to have on the defensive side of the ball.
Awesome. So my final question to you here, and this one might take a little bit, is so we're recreating the now not happening season in NCAA 14, and in the long term, what we kind of want to do is the series is supposed to interview all of you guys on the roster, and I think by the end of it, we'll have a full roster done. And the last question I'm going to ask all of you guys is, I want you guys to give me your personal rating of yourself on NCAA 14. So I have a Google sheet here pulled up, and it has all of the ratings for every single player. Granted, some of these ratings might not apply to specific positions. I mean, you could talk about your man coverage or your zone coverage or your block shedding, but I think we'll try and keep it to the actual positions and what mostly you're going to be doing. So let me run you through it here. All you got to do is give me a number between 1 and 99, and we'll have your version of yourself recreated in NCAA 14.
Okay.
So you ready for this?
Yeah, I'll be pretty realistic with mine. I won't just say 99 for everything.
I am assuming some guys on the team will be hyping themselves up. So this is we'll have this printed out so you guys can discuss amongst yourselves why or certain guys are overrated or not. But let's start with the first one, which is speed. What would you give yourself?
I'd give myself 89.
An 89 on speed. Got it. All right. What about strength?
Strength, I'd go 85.
85. What about agility?
Agility, I'd go 85.
And then we got acceleration.
I'd go 92 acceleration.
Awareness.
90.
Breaking tackles.
That I'd go 99. I'm pretty hard to tackle.
I mean, since this was here, I guess I'll ask. Trucking.
Trucking, I'll be honest, and I'll go 80 for trucking. I'm not going to really dip my shoulder on anybody.
All right. Elusiveness.
Elusiveness, 99.
99.
I always make the first tackler miss.
Awesome. That is true. Yeah. Ball carrier vision.
90.
90. Stiff arm.
I don't really have a good stiff arm, so I'll go about 78.
78. Spin move.
I have decent spin, so I'll go 87 on that.
87. Yeah, you do have a pretty good spin move. Yeah. What about juke? What about juke move?
I'll just go 85 for that.
85. And then ball carrying security.
99.
99. All right. Well, there's catching, spectacular catch, catch in traffic, route running, but I don't think those apply to you unless we're gonna split you out wide out this year or next year.
Hopefully not.
Well, we'll move on here. Jumping.
Jumping, I'd go 83.
83. All right. Here are the two quarterback ones. Throw power.
Throw power, I'd go 90.
And throw accuracy.
99, obviously.
Awesome. And then the rest is pass blocking, kick power, or kick accuracy if you want to dip your stats into that, or return. I think the last thing is stamina.
Stamina 99.
99. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you told me you're going to go realistic, but there's quite a bit of 99s in there, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit, but for the game, you gotta boost those up a little bit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Chase, I appreciate the time. I hope you are doing well, including your family as well. Can't wait to see you on the field and in person as soon as possible. But in the meantime, I hope you stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. And that's it for the Golden Bearcast. And as always, go Bears.
Go Bears.
Playoffs. Did somebody say playoffs? NBA and NHL are playing for the gold, and our partners at BetOnline have you covered. Get in on all the action, including a new NBA bracket contest with plenty of chances to win. MLB season is pushing into fall, and there's no shortage of ways to bet with hundreds of odds, futures, and props. So take advantage of the return of sports, and remember, the casino never closes. Check it out all day, all night. So go to betonline.ag and use promo code BLUEWIRE to receive your welcome bonus. That's betonline.ag, promo code BLUEWIRE. BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts.
We're driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Leveraging over 140 million qualifications and preferences every day, Indeed's matching engine is constantly learning from your preferences, so the more you use Indeed, the better it gets. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/Blue Wire. Just go to Indeed.com/Blue Wire right now and support our show by saying that you heard about Indeed on this podcast. That's Indeed.com/Blue Wire. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.